Here we go to finish it at Iowa. Hemrick shooting up the middle. Bell hanging tough down low. Here comes Brandon Jones in that outside lane. Allgaier clears him.
Brandon Jones did everything he was supposed to do on that start there, that restart. He was able to fill that hole behind Allgaier. Now can he finish this pass and go battle our leader?
Hemrick not going away either.
Bell up.
Big move by Bell right there. If he does come back to challenge for the win on this thing, that move is going to be a key part of that, clearing himself right there.
Going to be 10 laps remaining. When we come back to the start-finish line, Allgaier out front. Can he hang on?
Here comes Hemrick. Look at the dive into turn 1.
On board with Cole Custer. He's 5th right now.
Hemrick made that work. Was able to get ahead of the 19 car.
Custer making the inside lane work as he goes around Brandon Jones. Swings to the high side off of turn 2. Riley Herbst has found his way to 6th. Look at Kaz Gralla, Justin Haley up there, Matt Tift, Tyler Reddick coming back from a speeding penalty. So many great stories inside the top 10. 8 laps remain.
Haley trying to look below Gralla there off turn 2.
Former teammates at GMS last year, those two guys, they know each other well.
Like Majeski in the black car to the bottom on Herbst, not able to make that move work.
If Herbst gets back to the top 5 in his debut, when you consider the fact that he had a speeding penalty, what an incredible effort it would be for he in that race team.
I don't think he even has to get back to the top 5 at this point. After all that, he's having an incredible debut as it goes.
You got that right. Very limited experience in the big cars on these NASCAR tracks, and man, he's been impressive. But I tell you, what about Allgaier? I mean, all day long, just everything you want a veteran to give you, he's giving it.
He's had it all thrown at him. Going to be 5 laps to go. He's been out front for 177 circuits. Speaks to how strong that race car has been.
Right now, Christopher Bell needs to close in just a little bit more before that last caution came out. I talked about the big move that Noah Gragson made in the Truck Series race yesterday. Well, he's going to have to be closer to be able to even try a move like that. Otherwise, Allgaier's in a perfect spot here to just manage this gap.
And Allgaier knows that. If he can just keep 6-8 car lengths ahead, there's no way Bell can make the move on Allgaier.
And because of the late cautions, likely not going to have any real lap traffic come into play here. That's huge for Allgaier with 4 to go.
Fastest car last time by a 10th, the 20 of Christopher Bell. You can see he's almost there.
Just keeps peeking down to the inside. You almost feel like he's setting up that move to go after the victory.
And he's not shy about making that move, especially on the last lap. We've seen him do it before.
3 left at Iowa.
He's done it to a teammate. He'll definitely do it to a non-teammate.
Wow, nice run there.
Going to be 2 to go this time around. Allgaier hanging high, but Bell gaining ground.
And I guarantee you, ask earlier, Adam, Allgaier is all over that rearview mirror. He wants to see exactly what lines and what games Bell might be playing back there.
When they come off of turn 4, they'll see the white flag. 1 lap to go, sponsored by Credit One Bank. And aggressive there, Bell nearly got into the wall. That may have given it to Allgaier.
Allgaier's going to say, giving it my tail. I never worked harder for anything in my life.
Off of turn 4. Happy Father's Day, Justin Allgaier.
Who is that?
7th career win for
Awesome job,
Allgaier.
dude. You drove your butt off right there. Great job all day. Good job in here, everybody. Woo.
I just think it was the corn. I mean, he came to Iowa with corn on his car. I had to make him a favorite.
What a day for that team. And they get Jason Burdett, the crew chief, back a week and a half ago, and you wonder how much one person can matter. That should show you right now that team's right back to where they were at Dover before the suspension.
And how gratifying must it feel for Allgaier to be able just to hold off one of the best young racers in the country and win this race? I mean, he had to be perfect those last 10 laps, and he was just that.
We said this was an opportunity race. Allgaier wins, locks himself into the playoffs, and not only does he get the victory, he wins stage 1, stage 2. He's piling up those playoff points.
We discussed it early on, who was going to step up and get those playoff points, and Justin was the guy that said, I'm going to do that today.
I'm so impressed with the whole team. The pit crew had one bad stop. They bounced back with a great pit stop. Everything about this day is everything you hope for when you strap into a race car before they start the engines.
Bell comes home second, and when you consider that he started at the rear, an impressive day for the youngster out of Norman, Oklahoma. Daniel Hemrick, while he doesn't win, continues to consistently knock out those top 5 finishes. Cole Custer doing the same. Brandon Jones finished 5th, and Riley Herbst didn't get to the top 5, but what a debut for him.
A perfect day for Riley Herbst.
Here it was coming back to the white flag.
Giving it all he's got right there.
He was going forward, and you can't fault him for doing that. The car just stepped a little bit sideways on him, and that was all it took to increase that gap to where Justin Allgaier didn't have as much pressure on him.
Mentioned Herbst was 6th. Ty Majeski, best of his career, 7th today. Tyler Reddick, despite a speeding penalty, was 8th. Penalties for Tift came back to 9th. And Kaz Gralla wound up inside the top 10, the second time he's been able to do that since going over and driving for Fury race cars.
You know, this is the second time that the 7 cars won on Father's Day weekend. Also, I remember a guy doing it a few years back on Father's Day weekend in that race car.
Would that been at Michigan?
It would have been Michigan.
Was his name Regan Smith?
I think it may have been. A little bit different group of guys. That team looks a little differently right now than what it did back then, but definitely a good day for them.
Let's hear from Christopher Bell, 2nd today, Caitlin.
Yeah, Adam, as you talked about, impressive day for Christopher, starting at the rear, making his way up to 2nd. What more did you feel like you needed there, though, at the end?
Man, I just needed to be in front of him. Our Ream Camry was really good. It was really good on the bottom, both corners, but I just didn't have enough to clear him. You know, he could kind of just ride that outside there, outside my door, and just keep me pinned down. So we had a really good Ream Camry, just unfortunately not good enough to get by him.
Well, Christopher Bell earns his 8th top 5 so far this year.
Unable to get that 2nd win of the season, but the good news for him, he is locked in to the playoffs. Justin Allgaier also locked in, highlighted in yellow with his win today. There you see Tyler Reddick in 3rd as the playoff standings now complete after 14 races. Elliott Sadler leads in the regular season championship chase. He is 4th on the playoff board. Cole Custer rounding out the top 5. The cut line right now belongs to Ross Chastain. He's plus 24. It's Allgaier in victory lane.
What a race, what a win for this race team. Got him out of the car, still getting the helmet off. It takes unbelievable effort to win races at this level, but if you ever had to work for one, describe what the last 50 laps and that last restart was like for you to seal this win.
Unbelievable. First of all, glory to God, man. We had a great car today. These guys did a fantastic job. I can't thank everybody at Junior Motorsports enough. Our brand fresh and agriculture Camaro was fast. It was incredible. We're in the middle of cornfields. How can you not enjoy this? Rick Brandt told me to cause a party before the race, and we do that on Father's Day. Man, that's really cool, having my daughter here. I just can't thank all of our partners enough. Everybody at Junior Motorsports, Hendrick Engine Shop, Chevrolet, obviously Brandt, Hellman, Suave, Breyers, Degree Axe, Doveman, Cessna, Exalta, Northeastern Supply, just everybody that's a part of this race team, my family. It's, man, is it cool to win one, especially at Iowa.
These guys are in victory lane, and they're back in the playoffs.
Quite an afternoon. The tone was set here today. Michael Regan, your final thoughts as we wrap up our third short track race of the year.
Well, very cool to see Justin Allgaier, a father, be able to win with his family at the racetrack. There's nothing more meaningful to a race car driver.
And you could just see how special it was for him to go out there and win this race. You talked about a dominating performance. He dominated by about a half a car length all race long, and that was a well-deserved and an awesome victory.
At the end of the day, he